Oh yeah, I was gonna say I think it's gonna be Lions and Eagles
Okay.
for the championship, and then I think it's gonna be the Chiefs. And to be honest with you, I want to say the Bengals, man.
My man.
Really?
I like the
okay.
Bengals.
What
From a
is,
Ravens.
what is-
from a Ravens
Is that a
fan.
reverse curse?
So this is the thing, man. Like if the Bengals, I think they got a smart team. I like their coaching. What I think they're gonna do is later on in the season, I think they're gonna try to pick up some like edge rusher, and then when that happens, I think they're gonna drastically improve as a team.
Y'all
They
should-
just have to improve their defense.
Y'all should re-sign Carl Lawson.
He just signed with the Cowboys, I think.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh,
You heard that Dak Prescott was trying to. They're talking about him going to the Raiders.
What?
Really?
Yeah, this is like kind of small talk, but
Do you think Dak Prescott's good? Do y'all think Dak Prescott's good?
Oh.
I don't know.
Do you-
I think if it's like a top 10 list, I think he's right at 10.
Okay, if I were to pick between him and Jalen Hurts, I think I would take Dak Prescott over Jalen Hurts.
Really?
Because this is just me, okay, and I could be completely wrong. This is just my opinion. Free country, I can have my opinion. I will always pick the quarterback who could throw the ball better than the one who runs, the dual threat. Because at the end of the day, I believe that your arm talent will always transcend your ability to run the ball.
Let me ask you something then. Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson?
I would say Lamar Jackson because I think that Josh Allen is too turnover prone. I think that because like also these is like whoever wins a turnover battle usually wins the game. So if you're turning over the ball too much, you're giving the ball away, and probably in good field position and everything. So it's like ball security and your ability to pass the rock efficiently.
So what are all your top 5 teams right now
In the NFL?
in the NFL?
Dang,
So wouldn't it essentially be those top 4 teams we listed? And
I mean,
a fifth one?
I guess, but like ignoring NFC, AFC, and ignoring like like the records or whatever. But all the teams, the best teams right now, 1 to 5. It might be a little different.
it's weird for me. I would say I put like the Chiefs and the Ravens up there, and then
So 1 is Chiefs.
yeah,
2, yeah.
to me I'll put the Chiefs as 1 because they won, and then other than that, everyone they're all like tied.
Dang. All right.
Because I don't like nitpick, and I don't look into the divisions as deeply as these two. But that's why I say like I'll put like the Ravens, and then even though I know the Ravens ended the season on an extreme hot streak, but I mean also the Lions, and I guess like the Texans. It's hard for me to say the Eagles just because I hate their fans. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't put the Texans that high.
And
personally.
then I mean, I just feel like all right, they have another year to learn. I mean, I really like CJ Stroud. Like I wasn't the hugest fan of him. I was like, he just came out of nowhere, but he plays the game with so much poise. Like he does not look like a rookie. Like he looks so calm. It's ridiculous. And
I pity the fool that thought Bryce Young was going to be better than CJ Stroud.
Apparently, I think a lot of people are taking the overs for the Panthers, the win total.
Oh, I mean,
A lot of people are
what's the
taking it.
win total for them?
I think it was like 5.5. I think it's 5.5 right now. I think.
I'll say this: I don't
not
think
sure.
Bryce Young is that bad. I don't think he's
No,
that
he's
bad.
not.
I think he's like that. The situation was bad,
Yeah.
but there's no way in hell he should have been drafted over CJ Stroud.
We'll see.
Hey, when CJ Stroud and when Bryce Young played 1-on-1, Bryce Young's 1-0. So you know what I mean?
Hey, I was thinking about it. Hey, it's also yet a realize my college team that I like Ohio State. I'm a huge
true.
Ohio State fan.
True.
But hey,
Top 5 teams. Like you want it in order? I mean,
Doesn't
In
matter.
order, yeah.
You can, how about this? We'll say you can go back to yours. Top 5 teams? Who you think will win the Super Bowl?
I mean, I guess like the Chiefs. Have to be number 1.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You think they're
number
gonna win?
2.
You think they're gonna win too?
I think they're gonna 3-peat.
Okay.
I think so. It's
You got a little
crazy.
bet going on there or something like that?
Yeah, I do. I think the Chiefs are gonna 3-peat because let's face it, like who's gonna dethrone them, right? So let's see.
Bengals.
Yeah,
The
or
only
Bengals.
Team, the
yeah,
only team that
That's
dethrone
true.
them.
The Titans.
yeah. So
Wait. I have a question. Then. If you, hypothetically speaking, you have money on the Chiefs and they're playing the Ravens. Playing the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. Who are you betting on?
Oh, baby. So in the playoffs, I mean, I gotta bet the Chiefs, man. Last year I bet the Ravens. I lost, I lost
Maybe that's
money.
what happened.
I lost money there, but when with the when they played the 49ers, the Chiefs played the 49ers. I put like all my chips on the Chiefs. I like knew they were gonna win. I was just like, there's like no way that Brock Purdy's gonna go in there and win the Super Bowl, right? So yeah. I mean, historically speaking, it's like the better quarterback, right, who wins the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying.
Like minus the Nick Foles game, right? The Eagles, but
Yeah, and like Tom Brady's experiences with Eli Manning too.
I mean, it depends. I mean, that year, I mean, I don't know. So,
But anyway, you said Chiefs, and then who else?
so Chiefs are number 1. Number 2 are gonna be the Lions. All right, and then number 3 is gonna be the trying to think if I'm not leaving anybody out. Maybe I don't know why I'm super high on the Bengals this year. I think they're gonna figure it out. I think they're gonna figure it out.
Sitting right here.
No, seriously, I took some futures on the Bengals to win their division and stuff. So I think I'm pretty good high on the Bengals. Number 4 is gonna be man, I don't know. I guess I gotta put the Ravens at 4, and then 5 I gotta put the Niners, right? But to be honest with you, I'm like tempted to put the Eagles over the Niners. To be honest with you, yeah. I'm that tough. It's tough. I mean, I don't know. I'm low on the Niners, but I don't know. Just historically speaking, like the teams that lose the Super Bowl tend to like not do very well the next year.
I
That's
know.
true.
I'm
You know what I
very
mean?
sharp, but Brandon, did you know there's a stat that says that rookie quarterbacks that make it to the Super Bowl when during their rookie tenure, they never make it back to the Super Bowl ever again.
There you go.
First round quarterbacks that make the Super Bowl and lose has never ever made it back in their career ever.
That's insane.
It's a little different around here.
I will say this about the Bengals. There's one thing about the Bengals. It's not even like a player that they signed, but there's a coach that they signed. And I always say that wherever this coach goes, they have like a top 5 offensive line, and it's Bill Callahan.
They have him.
We have him.
Y'all have him.
We have
I
him.
thought he got signed away to the Bengals.
No, we have him.
Well, anyway, wherever that man goes, top 5 offensive line every time.
True. I heard about that. Yeah. With the Titans, right?
Yeah, he's like a freaking offensive line whisperer. I don't know how that. He was with the Washington Redskins. The line was great.
All I'm gonna say is the Titans are gonna be better than what people think they are. I
We'll
know.
see.
I'm just saying the media always just rags on the Titans. Think about that one season when we were the number 1 seed. We were the quietest number 1 seed that like ever existed. No one ever talked about us, but we were the only team that stayed the top the whole entire season. I'm not saying we're top 5. I'm not saying we're top 5, but I saying that.
How many wins you guys? What's your record? What do you say? Like, give me a low end and give me a high end.
I actually don't like to say that.
Oh, really?
I'm the type of person where I don't like this. I don't like to do projections because I think that I don't want to jinx them.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person where I just like leave it as is. I don't like to say what all I'm saying is I think they're gonna be better than what people think they are, because a lot of people think they're gonna be like one of the worst teams in the NFL and they're probably gonna lose the AFC South. But in my opinion, I think that it's a combination of first time head coach. Nobody knows what they're doing. They have that like surprise factor where they can catch a lot of teams off guard.
I can see that.
They have a lot of playmakers that like people think are washed. I'm like, people think DeAndre Hopkins washed. Like this man just had 1,000 yards on a terrible offense.
Do you remember that game they played against Miami last year?
Yeah.
They were like, it was like what, 3 minutes left or
Yeah,
something?
came back by 17 points.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, we're better than what people think.
That was nuts.
I'm
Remember
telling
that?
you, we're better than what people think.
Oh no.
Like I said, I don't think they're top 5 though. I don't think they're top 5, but I think they'll be better than what people think they are.
Okay.
Well, did you list all 5? Chiefs,
Yeah.
Lions,
What'd I say? I don't remember.
Chiefs, Lions,
Bengals.
Bengals,
49ers.
Actually, I
Ravens.
can't put the Bengals at 3, to be honest. I would put Ravens at 3.
Ravens, Bengals,
Yeah.
and then you flip-flop 49ers and Eagles.
4 is, I guess for now, I'm going to put 4 as Bengals and 5 as the Niners.
Okay.
Brendan, what's yours?
I think the Bengals will win the Super Bowl. But I will put Chiefs number 1 because I think they have a better roster. But I think we're their kryptonite.
That's true.
Then I'll put the Bengals, and then I'll put the Lions, and then I will go. I'm gonna put Texans up there,
Woo.
and then I'll put the Eagles.
You guys are high on the Texans, huh?
I already put my 5.
Okay.
And that was like basically like his
All
kind
right.
of.
I got Chiefs, 49ers, in no particular order. No particular order. Chiefs, 49ers, Lions, Texans, and I don't even know who to put at 5. I just only know those 4.
Okay. No Ravens, Eagles.
I don't know. I
Bengals.
just think that the Texans are just going to be hot this year.
Okay.
But then again, I also it's kind of a love-hate relationship with the Texans. I think they're going to be really good because on paper, but sometimes because you're really, really good on paper, it doesn't always translate to on-field success.
Yeah.
And there's also the possibility of them because, like I said earlier, usually a lot of times when there's like a first-time regime, new head coach and everything, they have that they got that pop, like nobody sees it coming, and they just take it by storm. And I'm not saying that that the Texans were that last year, but there's a possibility it was that. And then they have some type of regression when there's more film on them, they're able to do analysis, and they're able to stop them.
Like a sophomore slump.
Not a sophomore, but it's just that there's more data, so you know what they're doing. Before, like when there's not much tape, you can't really game plan because you don't know what they're doing. But like I said, I'm not saying the Texans are like that. I'm not saying that they aren't. I'm saying there's a possibility. So I'm saying there's a possibility that they, just because you add all those players, like the Eagle, it happened to the Eagles too. Remember, like they were so good at all these players, and they just didn't do anything a couple years ago. I think the Eagles are overrated, to be honest.
That's happened to them multiple times actually too. With
That's
the
true.
Michael Vick Eagles, that happened too. They sign all those people.
Big market teams are always more hyped up.
Yeah.
Small market teams are always put down.
Yeah.
Unless they do really well, like the Lions.